yeah, I guess this is also a good opportunity just to get your idea out there and hopefully, get some feedback so we can continue to improve and iterate on what we're doing.
Difficult things about pitching through a Zoom call or even the thought of it is that you lose that human element. And so one thing is, I think people would be paying a lot more attention to the deck.
It's going to be interesting. With Search, we recently did peer pitches, and we had 15 companies pitch in front of the others as well. And so it's not just the feedback that they're getting from the judges that hopefully will be somewhat useful, but actually seeing the pitches from the others should be super interesting for them. And it's always interesting. You see other folks do things in a different way, and hopefully they can learn and pick the best things from each other and learn by osmosis in that way.
I hope they have a good time because, it's part of the journey. And, just remember it's one of the 100 presentations you have to do this month. Whether it's you're talking to your parents or to your friends or to actually be hiring people or to finding investors, enjoy this thing, because if you don't enjoy 100 presentations like this in a month, it's not going to work.
Iron sharpens iron. So it's one thing to do a pitch in a private meeting room and another one to do it in front of others. And most people get more nervous in a setting like this. So they probably prepare a bit better, and that rarely hurts. So,
Hello everyone and welcome to Startup Arena, brought to you by Tech in Asia in collaboration with Surge, where we'll be hearing from some very promising players within Singapore's startup space who are going to be pitching their best to stand a chance to win some attractive prizes. But before we get into the pitches, maybe you guys could tell us what exactly you're looking for, what you're hoping to hear from our contestants.
There's always a lot that we're looking for, but I think in 5 minutes, a key thing that we're looking for is clarity. Like how can you explain your business in as concise and as compelling way in only 5 minutes? And we just normally see a direct correlation between how much clarity a founder has and how they perform over time.
Peter said it. I think that's one of the most important things. And the clarity is about the problem you're trying to solve and how you're trying to solve it. So I think that's a big one to look for. And the second is just a passion for that problem. I mean, if 99 people are going to tell you, no, it's a stupid idea, are you going to still do it?
Calling our first company to the straight, let's get straight to the first pitch, calling Ian Lee from Merkle Science on the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ian, and thank you for this opportunity to share with you about the work that we're doing here at Merkle Science. Merkle Science is a blockchain transaction monitoring and intelligence company that helps detect and prevent the legal use of cryptocurrencies.
Thank you so much again, Ian. We're going to move on to our next contender, who is Kenneth Tan from BenefitX.
Good evening, guys. I'm Kenneth, CEO and co-founder of BenefitX. So over the last 5 years, I have the opportunity to work with various serial entrepreneurs and created various solutions for fintech companies. One thing that I'm embarking in is BenefitX, which is targeting the SME region. And our tagline is to redefine corporate credit for small businesses.
Moving on to the next company that's going to come on board to pitch. This is going to be a favorite with pet owners. Did you know that 69% of pet owners don't take their pets to the vet due to a lack of education and accessibility? Zoom Vet wants to provide remote care options to pet owners to ensure that they seek medical care when it's needed and ensure compliance to the medical advice given.
So, hi, I'm Athena, the CEO and co-founder of Zoom Vet, a digital healthcare solution for pet owners. And this is a photo of my cats on their way to the vet. As you can see, they were not pleased. But like most millennials, I wear many hats and I'm often strapped for time. But I take my role of caring for these two fur babies very seriously, and I'm desperate for a better solution. This is why we created Zoom Vet. We want to simplify healthcare for pet owners.
So I think I at least had some difficulty seeing the slides. So I have like two questions. One is if you can be a bit more specific around the specific problem you're solving. So you mentioned 69% of the pet owners don't take pets to vets, but why exactly is that? And then the second question was if you can repeat the market size, just since the numbers weren't really visible.
Sure, of course. So in terms of the problem, there are really two main problems right now. So as pet ownership is increasing, there just aren't enough vets and clinics. So this is a problem that's seen worldwide. And so when it comes to booking a vet, when it comes to being able to take your pet in front of a clinic, it's actually quite difficult to book. We have actually identified 5 markets where pet ownership is relatively mature.
But I can't see the numbers, so if you can just say, I can't make out the numbers. So.
Sorry.
Because of the visual quality.
Yeah. So in total, so for Australia, we're seeing $1.89 billion value spent on healthcare. And then the next is Thailand, where it's $1.0 billion in healthcare spend.
Next up, we have Clary Kwa from 360F.
Everyone, my name is Clary, Chief Market Officer for 360F. And at 360F, we create an advice autopilot for investment and insurance so that everyone can get their own financial advice anytime, anywhere, and self-evidently the best.
All right, that's about all the time we have for Q&A with Clary, and we're going to move to our next company, and it's called Octify.
Hi everyone, hi judges. My name is Ed Chin, founder and CEO of Octify. Octify is the next Afterpay for live commerce. Buy now, pay later has really gone mainstream on the brink of COVID-19. Consumer can access affordable financing at checkout point when shopping online. The problem really is that a lot of merchants, particularly in Southeast Asia, have trouble transition to e-commerce. And our unique solution is really creating a mobile-first omni-channel approach that allow merchants to really use this as a tool to upsell and by offering buy now, pay later everywhere.
Thank you for sharing. I'm more interested in understanding the risk profile of the users. Obviously, that's a big question you'll have to ask yourself. And how do you think about that?
Yeah, so we actually do have a full credit check process, and in Singapore we integrated with the credit bureau. We look at smartphone metadata and a number of things to really assess the customer credit risk. And I think that the key thing from a risk management standpoint is we do have a feature that allows us to vary the amount of what they pay upfront. So for people that had, on a more riskier side, we do ask them for more money upfront to sort of de-risk ourselves.
All right, thank you so much, Ed. Got to cut in right now because we have run out of time for your Q&A session. Thank you so much again, judges. Contestant is Hendrik Schwartz from somin.ai, a revenue-generating deep tech startup that optimizes digital media with the help of AI and big data.
Thank you so much. My name is Hendrik. I'm one of the co-founders of somin.ai. And our company, Social Miners, or somin.ai in a short form, is developing an automated platform to help digital advertisers achieve significantly better results at lower cost on Facebook, Instagram, and Google.
The judges are going to take a quick break for a few minutes, discuss tonight's pitches, and deliberate on who will walk away as the winner of tonight's Startup Arena semifinal.
Octify and ZoomWet were clearest to me in terms of being in the top 2. But we can discuss if there's a lot of contention, then we can discuss. But they were close. A lot of things were close for me.
So I'm actually game for ZoomWet and Octify. I don't know, Peter, what do you think?
Good story, good design, but
yeah. And if I had a marketing dollar for everyone who's come and told me that, I would actually have all my marketing money back.
The large volumes comes from the big players. But the big players, it's hard to access them. So what I liked in his approach, though, is it wasn't just like the payout flow, but he was much more social commerce as well, and that opens that opens a new channel. And even when I met him, he mentioned that, but it didn't dawn on me as much. Now that I've seen the demo, which he didn't share, I'm actually more okay. So I'm happy with having them in the top here.
We're going to go back now to our judges who have just come back and hopefully have deliberated on who is walking away with the prize money tonight.
Should we now talk about the fights that happened behind the scenes and heated debates and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
It's pretty tough.
Peter just buy me dinner. That's all. That's all that happened. And you see as well, so we know he gets to decide.
No, frankly, the tough part, I'm not going to say like it was tough and blah, 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 blah. But the reality is, like, you look at so much aspects, right? And in one company, you're saying like, hey, I might have concerns about the market, but the pitch was great. In another, you say like, hey, the pitch wasn't great, but look at the traction. And it's very hard to get it all right. And like all the companies that were there today obviously had something to go for them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here, right?
All right. Without any further ado, I'm going to do my very own version of a drum roll. And the runner-up for today's session is ZoomVet. Congratulations, Athena.
It was, very strong bidders. I really liked all of the other businesses that pitched tonight. So it's really exciting to hear. I'm very glad that we were able to share a business model, that it was clear, and hopefully we have a chance to, work closely with the other people who pitched tonight, as well as with the judges as well. But thank you so much for your time.
All right, Athena, and congratulations once again. And now the moment that all been waiting for, Nat and judges. Who is the winner of Startup Arena 2020 Singapore Regional Finals?
All right, so the winner of tonight's Startup Arena Singapore, walking away with $2,500 in cash from Surge, is Octify.
Thank you so much. That was, I have to say, quite a little bit unexpected, but thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. How do you feel about winning the semifinals for tonight?
Oh, it felt amazing. I thought, I really didn't think I had a good shot because I thought there were a lot of great businesses out there that have far more traction than we did. But I'm very, very excited to come away winning this competition. Just feel really very happy right now. So thank you.
All right, and I think we have a surprise for you. Do we have a surprise for Ed right now?
Yes, let me take that over.
Yes.
Ed really loved your pitch, and as a bit of a surprise live TV moment move, we wanted to offer you a spot in the next flagship answer program starting next month in Singapore. Was very impressed by the pitch. We're very well connected with all of the big e-commerce players in the region. I think it would really help you on that side of things, and was very impressed. So the spot is yours if you want it. We can discuss that later afterwards.
Great, thank you.
But yeah, that's the end of tonight's semifinals for the Startup Arena in Singapore. Once again, thank you to everybody from the judges, the participants, but especially the audience, if you're still around, for joining us tonight. We'll see you in a couple of days for the next semifinal round in Vietnam. But until then, from Radhika, I'm Nat, and thank you so much for joining us.